The Humanitarian and Reconstruction Coordinator of Gaza has said that the mechanisms for delivery of humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza are in place. Now, the Humanitarian Coordinator explains that the mechanism will facilitate the volume, quality, speed, and continuous delivery of humanitarian and commercial goods into the Palestinian enclave. Yahya Jammeh tells us more of that in this report.
Reports have it that Gazans are facing a severe lack of the most basic survival items. Food is becoming increasingly scarce, and roughly 80% of the population already faces emergency or catastrophic food insecurity. Following her first briefing to the Security Council since her appointment as a senior humanitarian and reconstruction coordinator for Gaza, Sigrid Kang told reporters the mechanism taken is a means to enhance transparency.
Just the UN would require to be able to reach all in Gaza, with particular regard for the population in northern Gaza, and then of course also the other discussions we need to have when it comes to, as I just mentioned, confliction, but also the types of supplies that are needed. So not only humanitarian, but also commercial, because before the 7th of October, there was a bulk of commercial goods that went into Gaza. Humanitarian assistance alone, as much as we beef it up, it won't meet the needs of the civilian population.
The humanitarian coordinator told journalists that a database will be established to identify all donors who helped fund the humanitarian efforts.
Know who's donating what, when it's coming. Prior clearance. It's based on the example that's been used through UNVIM in Yemen. Prior clearance can be given. And you also then have a totality of aid and supplies that is coming, which helps actually the humanitarian community and the INGOs to set better priorities and prioritize, because currently we're not in a position to do so.
Council members also expressed their concerns regarding the dire and rapidly deteriorating humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip, and they emphasized the urgent need to expand the flow of humanitarian assistance to civilians in Gaza. According to the United Nations authorities, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is beyond catastrophic and worsening every day. In the 3 months since the conflict began in Gaza, it is also stated that there has been only limited humanitarian access to Gaza since 7 October 2023. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.